tonight on Connecticut's news station.
Everybody, has this great sense of Husky pride.
For the first time in nearly a decade, championship cheering for the Yukon Huskies.
Maybe we're their lucky charm.
Husky pride from Stores to Houston.
Just one more win. We are just hours away from the NCAA championship game, and the atmosphere here on the Yukon campus is electric. I'm Matt Caron reporting in Stores. We'll show you how Husky Nation is gearing up for a rowdy night.
Yukon going for the title, taking on San Diego State University.
We're here in Houston getting you ready for the national championship game between Yukon and San Diego State. I'm Jonah Karp, and I'll have more coming your way ahead of tip-off at NRG Stadium.
We have live team coverage tonight on Yukon's road to the championship.
Now at 6, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
And we do start with a big story here in Connecticut. The University of Connecticut on the road to the championship for the first time since 2014. The men's basketball team has a shot at coming home back to Connecticut as champions. Good evening. Thanks for joining us here in the news at 6. I'm Ben Goldman.
And I'm Jen Bernstein. We have live team coverage. Lots of Yukon fans are down in Houston for tonight's national championship game, including women's basketball head coach Geno Auriemma. Fox 61 sports director Jonah Karp live in Houston with what Geno had to say about Yukon. Jonah.
Well, tonight is all about the Yukon men's basketball team. The Huskies just 40 minutes of game time away from taking the national title back to Stores. But someone looking on, Geno Auriemma. Geno addressed the media yesterday to discuss the status of the women's basketball team, and his message to Husky Nation: we're not going anywhere.
There's been so many that I wish I had come to that I wasn't able to come to. And yeah, I'd rather be coaching this weekend, for sure. And since I'm not, I wouldn't want to be any place other than here. We're not going anywhere. We're not going anywhere. And if you see who we recruited this year, and once you find out who's coming here next year, the following year, we're not going anywhere. So there's no dynasties anymore. Nobody's winning 8 national championships like Pat Summer. Nobody's winning 11. It's just not going to happen. It can't happen. If it does, it's preposterous.
A healthy Yukon women's basketball team would certainly be scary next year, especially with a chip on their shoulder. But tonight is all about Yukon men's basketball as the Huskies go for their first national title in 9 years. Tip-off against San Diego State is tonight at 9:20. We're live in Houston. Jonah Karp, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
All right, Jonah, thank you. And the Yukon Huskies are just one win away from hoisting their 5th title trophy. So can they get the job done? Fox 61's Matt Caron has been asking fans that question. He joins us live on the Yukon campus in Stores with more. Hey, Matt.
Hey there. I've been here all day, and you can really only describe the atmosphere as absolutely electric. Let me step out of the way. We'll show you what's going on here at Gamble Pavilion. You can see the Dunkin' Donuts cars with the coffee cups. They're all lined up ready to go in case people need a little caffeine boost to get them through the night. And then right outside the entrance to the pavilion here, they have the metal detectors set up, expecting a lot of fans to come for tonight's watch party. This game is all that Husky Nation is talking about, and let me tell you, to be quite frank, fans who we talked with today aren't just hoping for a win, they are fully expecting one.
April 3rd, and the Huskies are still playing basketball, so it doesn't get better than this.
And nobody knows that better than Ryan Steinman. Not only is he part owner of Ted's, Yukon's iconic dive bar.
The bar's been here since 1974, Basketball players have, been in and out of this place.
But Ryan also managed the men's basketball team from 2016 through 2019, Dan Hurley's first year.
One of the best leaders, best people you'll ever meet in your entire life. Cares so much about the program, cares so much about the state.
From the coach to the players.
Klingon is a beast, Sonogo. As long as Hawkins hits those threes.
Students told Fox 61 this team is built to win.
Caravan is a shooter. Everyone out there has their role, and they're ready to kill these kids.
The Yukon campus in Stores.
Let's go, Huskies! Let's go! Let's go!
Ready for a rowdy night.
mentally prepare the staff for, what's about to go down tonight.
From Ted's to the watch party at Gamble Pavilion.
As much as I would love to be in Houston right now, it can't really beat being on campus. Everyone's screaming, everyone's cheering. Just the energy is 11 out of 10.
High energy and excitement. Add alcohol and you've got a potential powder keg. On this day, servicing the surveillance cameras.
I think it's definitely going to be tenfold if we win. And if we lose, probably a lot of energy. Probably still burning things to the ground.
State police to backstop UConn on campus and posting this picture of Jonathan the Husky on their social media page, asking everyone to celebrate responsibly so no one ends up in the doghouse.
I expect this whole campus to look like New York City in Times Square on New Year's by the time the game's over.
All right, and the Huskies certainly have history on their side. They are undefeated in national championship games. They did have one previous matchup with San Diego State in the past. That was back in 2011. They ended up winning that game by a margin of 7 points, hoping for a repeat tonight. Tip-off is at 9:20. Stay with Fox 61. We're going to, of course, have live team coverage for you throughout the night, including Jonah Karp live in Houston. For now, we're live on the Stores campus. Matt Karen, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
UConn Nation. All right, Matt, thank you. Go Huskies. Fox 61 is live team coverage into UConn's run for a 5th national title. Sports director Jonah Karp, who you just saw, is in Houston. He's staying there covering all of tonight's actions. And as Matt said, we have crews in and around campus to catch all the local excitement back here at home. You can also follow the Huskies on Fox61.com, the free news app, and on Fox 61 Plus for Roku or Amazon Fire TV. And UConn isn't the only one to the road to the championship. Another local university heading to the Frozen Four. That's coming up later this hour at 6:30.
All right, let's get a check on the forecast right now. And we have a nice week shaping up, like temperature-wise.
Yeah, it feels good. Chief Meteorologist Rachel Frank joining us. Hi, Rachel.
Yeah, we have temperatures in the 50s, 60s, even near 70 degrees on Thursday. But we also have to time out a few rounds of April showers. Right now in Farmington, we've got that blue sky mixing with some higher thin clouds. But overall, no complaints. 55 degrees. I guess you're allowed to complain if you don't like the wind, because it is a blustery day. 55 in Hartford, 52 the current temperature in Chester, and right around the 50-degree mark at the shoreline. Here's a look at those wind gusts, which are up around 25 miles per hour for the Hartford area, close to 30 in Meriden. You'll see some showers to the north of us. These will get awfully close to us heading through the day tomorrow, but it looks like most of them are going to stay north over the Massachusetts border. By the news at 11, we're near 50 degrees. Temperatures will stay mild tonight. We'll drop back towards the 40-degree mark, so a lot milder than it was when you woke up this morning. Tomorrow, a mix of sun and clouds. Temperatures are warmer than today, climbing up through the 60s. Slight chance for a shower, especially as we head into the evening and in northern areas. We'll take a look at the timing of different rounds of rain ahead and Hartford Yard Goods opening day coming up.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Well, new tonight, the NAACP taking to the steps of Superior Court in Danielson. But what would bring national civil rights leaders to Killingly for a court appearance?
It's in response to a story Fox 61 has been following closely since February. Our Samaya Hernandez is here now to explain.
Leaders with the Windham and Willimantic branch of the NAACP gathered here, and they marched to the court steps behind us. Now inside at the same time, a 22-year-old former Wendy's manager who says he's now trying to change his life around.
No justice, no peace.
It isn't common for leaders of a 114-year-old civil rights organization to show up on the Superior Court steps in a town of just more than 4,000.
We are here to protect the civil rights of Dante and Denzel.
Flanked by leaders of the NAACP, Woodstock Academy boys basketball coaches Dante Adams and Denzel Washington, who took a bus of students to the Plainfield Wendy's for some post-game fuel in February when they were allegedly met with verbal harassment and called the N-word by the manager.
If an individual walks into a restaurant, any establishment, only seeking to purchase food and to be harassed and berated and called one of the most ugliest words in the English language. The N-word, obviously, this is a hate crime.
It does have additional follow-up investigation.
That manager, Brett White, appeared before Judge Kevin Shea Monday. White was fired from Wendy's and charged with breach of peace and threatening. Prosecutors added a charge, bigotry, a felony. Now White's attorney, Rich Rothstein, wants his client's record eventually wiped clean through a diversionary program for first-time offenders known as Accelerated Rehabilitation, or AR. Coaches Adams and Washington take issue with that.
For the judge to find that it's not a crime of a serious nature, we would have some serious problems with that.
And I know I messed up. I'm not going to say I didn't, so now I have the consequences to face.
The 22-year-old White didn't shy from news cameras outside.
I'm just trying to get help. I'm going to a therapist, a counselor.
But part of the requirement for AR, apologizing to the victims.
He wanted to reach out to the people to apologize, and they said no.
Now, the judge was not able to hear that case for the diversionary program today, and that is because the state is still waiting on that surveillance footage from inside the Wendy's that night. The case was continued to May 18th. In Danielson, I'm Samaya Hernandez, Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
Samaya, thank you. And new video tonight showing the moment a wrong-way driver hit a police cruiser in New Haven. A state police trooper was driving on I-91 South Friday night when they were hit head-on by a car allegedly being driven by Shane Martigano. Police say Martigano continued driving the wrong way and eventually rolled over near exit 3. Martigano ran from the scene. Police later learned that he was on probation and had cut off a GPS ankle monitor. He was later located at a home in Groton and was taken into custody. The trooper involved was not injured.
A woman is dead and a man and child are injured tonight after a Vernon police officer crashed into her car while heading onto another call. It happened last night at the intersection of Hartford Turnpike and Bolton Road. Police say the officer was in emergency mode, which means he likely had lights and sirens on when he went through the intersection and hit a white sedan. The crash is still under investigation as police work to determine what exactly happened. Anyone who saw the crash should call Vernon Police.